Hi, I'm Harry Edwards of apologetics.com. I'd like to invite you to a special free event jointly sponsored by apologetics.com and Biola University's MA in Christian Apologetics. It's a debate on the resurrection. Defending the claim will be Calum of apologetics.com UK, and his opponent will be Dr. Robert Cavin of Cypress College. The debate will take place on Biola University at the Crowell School of Business building, Moats Lecture Hall, that's room 109, on May 2nd at 6 p.m. It's a free event, so we'd like you to invite your friends. And if you can't make it, you can watch it via a live stream on your browser, on your computer. For more details on that, please visit our site at www.apologetics.com. We got the chance to have Calum as a guest on our weekly radio show, and we got to ask him about his personal approach to debates. And so in it, he shares some of his tactics and his desire to persuade others to accept the truth claims of Christianity and experience the abundant life the Lord promises. So I want to share that video with you right now.
And more recently, just a couple of weeks ago, I had this debate at Cypress College with Robert Cavin, who is a kind of well-known kind of defender of the idea that the resurrection didn't happen, that there are both philosophical and historical reasons to object to it. So we had a really good time. We knew each other a bit before, had emailed a lot. He's a really nice guy, had a really good debate, and we're doing the same thing again at Biola in a week's time, so really looking forward to it.
Maybe you could share some of your highs and lows in debating so far, and do you plan to do it in the future?
Yeah, so I've really enjoyed the debates I've done, and I've got this one coming up in a week's time, and then I've got another one when I go to Texas in a few weeks. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And I've really enjoyed them, even though I'm not particularly experienced at debating. I think I've kind of got a little bit of a grasp of it. Okay, and like I say, it's been really good fun. I think the lows are more just the kind of limits of debate. So debates will never let you get kind of everything you want to say across, and you often don't get to organise your thoughts as clearly as you might want in the rebuttals and everything. So I think it's really important to understand the limits of the debate, and that you're never going to get kind of the best possible case you can hear for a position in those debates. But at the same time, it's a great way of reaching people. You get people who go to these debates who won't go to anything else. My last debate, I actually thought, rather than just going straight into the evidence, I'll talk a little bit about what Christianity says and what it offers and what Jesus offers. And I thought that was, for me, a really encouraging way to speak to a large group of people about who Jesus was and how he acted and what he taught, in a way that they might not have heard before, or a way they might not have been sympathetic to before. So I see it very much as a kind of evangelism thing, but obviously keeping it academically rigorous at the same time. But yeah, it's something I've become a lot more passionate about and very excited about. One thing that I've tried to focus on, though, is always being kind of winsome, in the sense of not necessarily kind of winning the debate or like point scoring and everything like that. I've always very much tried to focus on not being a point scorer kind of person, because even though that might win some of the rhetoric in the debate, and it might make some people clap, it will usually be people on your side, and you don't necessarily win people who are unsympathetic to your view to begin with. So one thing I've always tried to focus on in debate is to keep it always very civil and friendly, even if that means I miss some opportunities to kind of get a clap or a bit of applause from the audience. I think it's more important to show that we do this because we care about other people. We do this because we genuinely have an invitation to other people, not just because we want to prove the superiority of Christianity. It's because we want to offer them life that they might not have, or we want to offer them joy or hope that they might not have. And so I think one of the most important things is to kind of focus on the character first, even before all the arguments, just to focus on respecting the opponent, praying for the opponent, and really kind of trying to be sympathetic to their views and their struggles. And I think that's probably one of the most important things in debates that can be missed sometimes. I mean, there's maybe a little bit I could share about more debate strategy, tactics kind of thing, but I think the more important thing, especially for Christians at the moment, is to be winsome and to really have that humble attitude, one that will still, not be afraid or shy to show the merits of Christianity and to be confident in our arguments, but humility in terms of how we conduct ourselves. And I think that's really important.